Claudia here from mygreatchallenge.blogspot.com. Welcome back to day 2 of my big declutter of my home office. And look who's joining me today. Say hello.
Hello.
Stop. This is my hubby is here today because he has to start taking care of the stuff that's in here.
Look at this.
Kindergarten time capsule. Yeah, we keep
says
that.
do not open until 2025. We got to hang on to that thing for how long? I mean, look at another 10 years. You got to be kidding me.
That goes in the in here. All right, so he's already started to do some of his stuff. These are the books that is that it, right? You want to get rid of this?
Yeah.
All right, he's getting rid of that, and then he's going through all of this. And by the way, if you missed the office tour and the declutter one, all of the links are down below or at the end of this video. This is where I'm at so far. If you remember, I did all of this corner right here, and today I am tackling this area right here. I'm doing the desk. Let me move the chair. I'm doing the desk. The desk is getting out of here. I'm doing all of the scrapbooking supplies down here, and
that paper potato chip wrapper back there.
Oh, thank you for exposing me.
That's the kids.
Well, you can blame it on the kids, but ultimately I didn't clean it away.
It is the kids.
All right, so I'm doing this area right here, and then I'm doing all of the shelves here. And if I have time, I'll do a third video, and I'll do all of the stuff that's in here. Anyway, we're still discussing colors and, you know, how we're going to do this, but it's going to happen for sure. All right, let me put the camera on the tripod and start hacking away at this mess. So for now, I move the boxes, you know, all the empty containers over there. Stuff that we're keeping is going to go on this shelf right now and then reclassified at a little time. All right, what is that?
That's a $12,000 piece of software.
How did you get this? Because I should
I was going to be a
trainer.
No, I was going to be a trainer for it because I was going to be a trainer for this software. They gave this to me so that I could, you know, kind of.
Smoke 2012.
Yeah,
what is it for?
Autodesk gave it to me. It's a compositing software. It's a compositing and video editing software.
Compositing in English, please.
Special effects.
Okay.
Marrying two pieces of video together and making them look as if they exist in one place.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
Yeah. Sort of like my Star Wars video where I had the X-Wings flying over the backyard.
You use that?
No, I used After Effects.
Okay. Okay, I cleared the top of the table. What I'm going to do is take one drawer at a time and go through it and decide what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to discard, and all of those are scrapbooking supplies. And I need to reorganize them, basically. So I was able to consolidate all 4 drawers into 2 right here. So what I did is that everything that has to do with this is like Project Life and Smash stuff. I'm keeping everything that has to do with paper, dividers, things like that into this. And then here all the embellishments I have, whatever is a 3D embellishment, a card, you know, you get the point of flower, and a sticker here, even though this is supposed to be over there. And then on this side, I'm keeping just the cards and, you know, the little papers, things like this. All of the, you know, miniature pieces of paper. I found yet more stickies, sticky note, sticky note, sticky note. I have some notebook here, little ones. This is also a book of sticky notes. I can't remember where I got it, probably Barnes & Noble's. So that's going into this basket for now. This is probably going to stay on my desk once it's, you know, reassembled and everything. And then I have more of those stamps that need here, more stickies. Here we go. That goes right here. And then these need to go into the stamps collection over there, and this is a tool, so it needs to go into the tool. What are those? No, these are 3D dots. Yeah, that's a tool, so that needs to go in the toolbox. And then I still have this one plastic envelope that I like, so that's going over there. I'm gonna put the drawers back in and probably label them. And what I'm trying to do is see if maybe, though I'm looking at it now, I don't think it's gonna fit in there, though it should be in that closet, since this is all of the scrapbooking closet and arts and crafts. So I'm probably gonna have to move the file folder cabinet out of here, and that's going to be another project on its own. But for now, I'm here, and look at all the mess that was underneath. I don't even know if this is still good. No, it's empty, so that's trash. And Scott is still working on CDs. So this is where I'm at so far. That shelf thing, container with baskets, or drawers rather, that was underneath the desk. I moved everything that was right here. Piece of paper. Trash. I moved everything that was inside the closet where I have all my scrapbooking stamping supplies. You know, I had the file cabinet, which right now is right here. Look at the mess, right? So that way I'm going to put everything that has to do with crafts here. Now I have 2 drawers at the bottom that are empty, and what I'm going to do with that is probably try to consolidate some of the stuff that I have here in those baskets that look really, really cute, but we're taking too much room, so that way I can have a space to put all of the box with all the supplies and things. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm kind of moving away from this area because I'm starting this, and I want to make sure that this is kind of cleared out, and I don't know, it makes sense. I just don't want to have something that right now is not complete. I want to finish it to make sure that I have everything that's around here that's scrapbooking related. When I find it, I have a place for it to go rather than putting it into a temporary container. That way I can kind of, you know, you get the point, right? I can kind of sort it out and put everything in here. So technically in that closet, and eventually I got to move everything that's up there, I'm just going to have everything that has to do with supply. So let me finish that. Right, I'm going to take down all of this stuff here and reassemble it into those drawers right here. So that looks like it's working out for me. I managed to separate everything into those 2 drawers. These are stamps, they need to go inside the stamp boxes. In this one I have all of my embellishments, which I had already categorized in little, you know, mini ziplocs. Here I have flowers and leaves, things like this. This is all of the alphabets that I have in chipboards. These are kind of like projects I never did, glass in envelopes, tags, and then little 3D things. So I'm going to label those 2 drawers. One is going to be chipboard letters and tags, and then the other one is going to be embellishments. And that's going to go at the bottom right here, and I've cleared out the space over there. Here's an example of wasted good intention. I had bought these late 2012, I guess, with the intention to create photo albums for the family that were calendars. And it's now 2015, and all 4 of them are still in excellent condition. Never opened, never did the project. So bottom line is, as I continue to do this office, I'm probably going to find more and more of intended projects that never got to be accomplished. It's a good lesson that pretty much if you're going to purchase something with the intention to work on it as a gift or a project or craft project, whatever it may be, you better get going and do it as soon as you get home, because otherwise if you put it aside, it's never going to happen. So we're moving along. Scott is going through every single one of the DVDs that he had in there. A lot of them are pictures, movie trailers, things like this. So of course, you know, he's watching every single one of them. What's that? Uh-oh, copyright alert, copyright alert. What is that? The Star Wars thing?
Yeah.
Alright, so anywho, this is where I'm at so far. And here's the reorganized scrapbooking and supply closet. I am pretty happy with it because everything has been consolidated. So I have my chipboard alpha tags and projects in there, the scrapbooking embellishment. This is scrapbooking paper. It's all the way at the bottom. Obviously there's going to be stuff here, probably a return of those boxes, though we have to go through them. That are going to go in there, so that way this is a little bit more elevated, but technically, yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm glad I kind of got distracted into doing this because it just, I don't know, it just makes me feel better. What else do I need to do? Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and then I got to relabel all of those boxes. I wish they were all the same, but, you know, I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's just storage, I guess. So remember, I have my pens in there and then sticky pads and all of that. So I got to remove whatever labels that I had so far, and then I'm just gonna, you know, relabel it. And then there's still some space on top. Not that I have to use it, and that's the problem. Every time I find an empty space somewhere, I got to stuff something in it, and I think that's got to stop. All right. Well, it's about 2 o'clock. We just had some kind of like grazing type lunch. Scott disassembled one of his, what is it, the third keyboard now, and washed all of the keys with Dawn detergent, hot water, whatever. And now he's going to spend how long?
Yeah.
About 20 minutes putting the stuff back together. It is quite a project. Alright, so where am I? We have seen this already. I've got everything labeled except for this one, which is empty, so that gives me one more box to put things in. And then yeah, so I have to remove that desk, clean up everything that's underneath, and put that aside because those two boxes will do them at a little time, and then I'll tackle these shelves right there. Desk is removed. It's been relocated in the kids' room. If you can see it right there, they're probably gonna use it more than I do. You can tell the difference between clean carpet, there was a box of paper there, and dirty carpet, hence the reason why I want to get rid of this carpet and just have the same wood go through. I'm keeping this box right here to put whatever small cables that we're still using aside. He's gonna have to go through his bucket of cables over there. These are the stuff that he's keeping. It's gonna have to be reorganized and relocated into this little dresser here from IKEA, which I may not keep, but we'll see. Since I'm building a lot of you know, shelving and cubicles and bookcases and whatever that are going to be integrated on the wall on this side right here of the office, I'm probably not going to need this anymore because all the CDs and whatever, they can just go in there in boxes. So while I'm at it, and since I said I was going to work from one side to the other, you remember in my last video I said I was going to put a film here, so I'm going to do that, get the window cleaner, and the paper towels are here already. I gotta go get my cling screen, which I purchased months ago but never got a chance to do. I'm just going to do that. That way I can keep the window you know, up and not have the shade all day long. And yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll tackle that corner over there. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to clean the window with my Method window cleaner, which is by far the best one I've found. You gotta make sure when you put that clean thing that your window is really, really clean. There shouldn't be any dirt, grease, nothing on it. Alright, I'm using this right here. It's a cling that has kind of like a floral pattern. I just have to cut it to size, and that's it. You just put it on and flatten it. Alright, so I have this thing cut to size. This is going to be the hard part because now I got to peel it off the backing, apply it, and then they give you like a squeegee tool. And it really is a clingy. I mean, it's really nothing else. It doesn't have any sticky or anything. And it should be the perfect size, because I measured twice for once. Alright. I don't know if you can tell the difference already. Yep, privacy, yes! Alright, let's get the squeegee. The goal here is to get all the bubbles out and really squeeze this into the seam of the window, so that way it doesn't peel off over time. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'll do that on the top. Make sure this is closed. So this is what it looks like without and with. It really doesn't take any lights away, but I tell you what, I'm going to do the top row right here as well, because I really want to block off. Plus they have another window here. I don't want them to see into the office. And when you close the curtain, it looks like this, so you really can't tell all that much, and I'm happy with this. And that's done. That is done. Look at that. I still have light, all the light that I want and need for this office, but now I have privacy. Can't see them, they can see us, and even if you look at the clear ones, you see it's kind of like blurry. I didn't have enough. For some reason, I was going to do like panels, but then I realized that the crisscross thing is on the other side, on the outside of window, and I didn't have enough, so I had to do a kind of like a piecing right here, but you can barely see it. And the curtains are going back in front of it. So let me go from far away so you can tell what it looks like. See, you can barely tell that there's a pattern behind it. So I'm very happy with this. Let me clean up the mess I made and tackle this set of shelves. So I removed everything that was on those shelves. I put the scanner that was right here, my big professional scanner. That's in the guest bedroom already. I don't have a table to work on anymore, so I'm gonna have to work on the floor. I have to sort all of this stuff. A lot of it is little supplies and things, and then I have this thing here that has like little containers. My kids used to have their Lego minifigures in it, and then of course they ran out of space, so I kept this. I'm not gonna keep the frame. I'm gonna keep some of those boxes, label them, and that's gonna stay on my desk, and I'm gonna put like the little odds and ends, like paper clips and things, that way they are contained. Then I got to empty this thing, and then I have a couple of books I have to decide whether I'm keeping them or not. So I hope I'm making sense in the way I do things. I know that putting little stickies on those boxes and compartmentalizing everything seems to be like secondary right now since I'm trying to get at this office. But like I said in earlier video, what I'm trying to do is organize things as I'm purging so that the stuff that's ready to be brought back in here is already organized. Everything is going to go into the guest room, and when I'm done with all of the construction and the painting and the removal of the carpet and I want to bring everything back, it's already been organized. I don't have to create a new mess in an office that's just been pretty much rebuilt, right? So this is where I'm at. I have a tower, this is what we're going to call it, a tower of little boxes with everything categorized the way it's supposed to be. It can either stay like this on my desk as a tower, or I can put it 3x3s or 2x2s, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is that everything is, you know, marked properly. As I go along in the office and I find things on this side of the desk, I'm just going to be able to put things into those little boxes here instead of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably going to create another one of those just to put a few glue sticks in it, because that's the kind of stuff that we need. And then I'm trying to see whether or not sticky pads of regular sizes would fit in. They would, but I don't see the point of putting sticky pads in a container. Alright, so I'm just going to put a glue stick, and Scotch tape won't fit either. Oh, and here's another thing. You see that? That's my collection of washi tape. I've seen gals on YouTube and on the web who have 200, 300 types of design of washi tape. I have 7. That's it for me. I don't decorate my planner. I'm desperately trying to like washi tape. I just don't know what to do with it. I just don't find it to be all that practical. I don't know. It's pretty, but I have way more paper clips for sure. So before I start doing this shelf here, I have some stuff underneath the desk I need to go through. Alright, so this thing here, 8 of the boxes are gone. I'm going to put the boxes aside, the empty ones, because you never know, I may use them for something else. Maybe on Scott's side of the desk, I don't know. We'll see. Actually, that could be a pretty cool idea. So that thing here goes, or even that I could use to sort things, but then there would be no lid. Now, come on. Enough of this. Get rid of it. Alright, so I gotta go through all this stuff here. Don't mind the dust, alright? It's underneath the desk. What do we have? Oh, God. Alright, we got this box. Hey, I found you guys' black ties, like they belong here. Edward, pick that up, please. More school supply. A cheap necklace that goes upstairs. Hair stuff. No, crap. A basket. That's a good basket. So that one. Oh, come on. That one I'm definitely keeping. And then this one I'm keeping too, because I really like it. And it has a metal armature. So keep this. This has got to get cleaned a little bit. Keep that. And then I'm going to go through this box right here. So I think I found a possible use for this thing. I don't know if it's going to work, but like I said, I have a professional scanner that does slides and old negatives. You can do, you know, like the old big square negatives. And these are all the accessories that go with it. And I never know what to do with them. So let's see if I can get all that stuff to fit. And that would free up some space. Yeah, this is the scanning area. It fits. Alright, so I have to remove the foam stuff. I'm just going to put them in there and label it as scanner accessories. I still have a lot of those refill ink thing. I'm going to have to find a container for that, but I think that's a good use for that. I think it's a scrapbooking box. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so you remember my temporary file? Whenever I find paperwork, I'm, you know, kind of putting things in there, and then eventually it's going to go into the real file cabinet. Well, I have this box here of a whole bunch of paperwork. I need to sort through it, and I understand that it's moving paper twice. I get it, but there's probably stuff in there that needs to be thrown. So why not just throw it away now and then file stuff by person or category, and then later on when I'm putting the stuff back into the file cabinet and creating the right labels, it's going to take half the time. That's just the rationale, I guess, for this. I'm not going to film this because a lot of it is just like very personal documents, you know, like tax stuff, whatever. You don't need to see that. Plus, it's kind of boring to just see me sort through paper. I'm probably going to stop after I do this, kind of like tidy the top of the, that's not mine, tidy the top of the desk here, and that's it. And then when I come back, the next time around, I'll do this stuff here. But for now, this is actually looking really, really good. I put my little boxes here. Eventually, they're going to go on the countertop that we're going to create. The scanner accessories, I move them over there. It's labeled. I have everything in there. I'm sure I'll find another one of the accessories in those boxes here. So when I find it, I have a place to put it. In all honesty, I'm not dragging my feet here, but it's getting to be overwhelming. Like the amount of paperwork that exists in this house is just disgusting. It really is. It's depressing. That's what it is. I mean, I'm glad I'm doing it. It needed to be done. I can't wait to get to the part that's like the painting and the putting things back together and the building and all of that. But the lesson learned here is that when you have things, you need to have places to put them. A lot of the things that were all over the place in this office really didn't have a container or a place they belonged to. So they ended up being here and there and everywhere, and moved from point A to point B incessantly. Like every time I was cleaning the office, I would come up with like some kind of temporary container or temporary room or space for an item, and then none of it was really functional. So that's why I'm taking my time. I want this to be functional. It has to make sense. It's just not about having stuff and just like, you know, filling up space in an office or on the shelves or in drawers. It's about having the stuff put together in a way where it's organized like items together, and then unnecessary paperwork, unnecessary stuff has got to go. I'm not making space so that I can bring more stuff in here. That is absolutely not the goal. The goal is to make space so we can breathe. And the goal is to make space so we can find what we're looking for. There was a subscriber who left a comment about how, you know, she can totally relate to what I'm talking about because she spent endless hours looking for a passport one day, and I had to laugh at this because that happened to us when we were looking to maybe go to France in August of this year, which obviously we're not going to do because financially we can't. So I was looking for passports to get the passports updated and see who needed to have a passport renewed. It took days to find the passports. They ended up being in a Ziploc bag down in the kitchen in a container that had recipes, all right? And the funny part of it, the ironic part of it actually, is that I did have one of those hanging green folders, file folder holder thing that had a manila folder in it that said passports. That particular file was empty. So, well, there was like a receipt for a passport that had been purchased. So, yeah, obviously there's a disorganization in this home that is pervasive, and it has to stop here. If you feel that you're overwhelmed with your clutter, just take the time to do it. It doesn't have to be done in 3 days. You can spend 3 months if you have to, but just do it, because I'm telling you, the disorganization that you see in your home ends up being in your mind, ends up being in your plate. And we discussed that on my weight loss group, that sometimes we stuff our homes the same way that we stuff our face. And when we're trying to lose weight, maybe it's helpful to do what I'm doing right now. It's not just to purge myself of toxins and bad foods and bad habits, but also to purge the house of all of the things that fall within the same realm of poor habits. Really, really poor habits. And it's all about discipline. It's about doing things that you don't like to do over and over again. Cleaning routine. Putting things back where they belong. You take something, you use it, you put it back. Don't put it somewhere else and think you're going to do it later on. Just do it now. Sometimes it only takes like 30 seconds to put a piece of paper back where it belongs. Like, where is the difficulty in that? Seriously. All right, that was my little, chit-chat for the day. let me go through this. I am not looking forward to doing this pile of paperwork. I don't even know what I'm going to find in there, but it's got to get done. Bam, done. This is trash. It's all been put in there temporarily, like I said. This is just, you know, for me to be able to kind of clear the way. I found some pictures. I need to go in the, look, you want to see something? This is Scott when he was a little guy. You see that? He was a Boy Scout. Then, hold on. He was in the Navy. Yep, he's a veteran. First war in the Gulf. So there's pictures here. So these are, they're not real copies, the scans and reprints. But anyway, I need to put them aside. Found some paper clips and stuff that's going to go in the containers. I got to sort this through here. Close this. And I'm done with that container. It's going to have to get washed because it's dirty. And I'm done for the day. Okay, so what have I learned today? I've learned that we have zero discipline, no real structure, and we need to create that. We need to absolutely figure out a way to create the structure that we need to maintain our sanity, because this is insane. It is absolutely insane. The only thing I should be doing in this office is dust it, mop the floor once I have the carpet removed, obviously, and work and have fun. That's it. That's the only thing I should be doing. Once a week cleaning and just doing the stuff we need to do on the computer. For me to spend that much time, okay, putting, and this is, remember I got to put that back into that little drawer, but for me to spend that much time to try to figure out what we own, what needs to be trashed, what needs to be sorted out, and all of this is just insane. This is not the way I want to live my life anymore. I'm hoping this is not the way you want to live your life. I have zero problem shaming myself out there. I need it in order for me to inspire others and you know, create the environment I need to create for myself. So yeah, there's you know, I'm getting a lot of feedback that people prefer to see real clutter before and afters and the whole process in order for them to get it. That's the way I am. I don't want to see somebody's house that's already clean to begin with and then they want to, you know, do some kind of declutter and you can barely see the difference because that was clean to begin with. So I'm trying to be organized. I'm trying to turn our lives around because we're going to be here for another, hopefully 30, 40 years in this house. If we do not rein in our poor habits now, it's going to be a complete disaster for ourselves and then for the kids. If we were to disappear 10, 15 years from now and we had not done this thorough cleaning, I cannot imagine what kind of a mess my kids would have to clean for us. I mean, this would like totally hold them back in the ability to either sell the house or moving into the house, whatever it is that they want to do with this home. So I want to make sure that this is not what the kids are inheriting. They are not inheriting our poor habits. That was my word of wisdom for the day. All right. This was Sophia from mygreatchallenge.blogspot.com. I am exhausted. I'm going to go downstairs, put my feet up, have a cup of tea, enjoy some YouTube or probably just go on Facebook. Like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you later. Bye.